Hello, my name's Steve Barrett. I'm the editor-in-chief of PRWeek, and I'm delighted to be up here in West Harlem with Donnette Dunbar, who's the CEO of Dash Media. Donnette, welcome.
Thank you.
We've heard a lot about Madison Avenue in terms of the advertising industry, and a lot of PR agencies in New York are in Midtown or downtown now. You used to be on Madison Avenue, but you've moved up to West Harlem, and this is going to be the next hotbed of creativity and creative industries, according to you. So tell us why, and tell us why West Harlem's the place to be.
Well, I feel like I'm trying to make Amsterdam Avenue the new Madison Avenue, because everything is, every 20 to 40 years, I think Harlem goes through a new renaissance, and I think it's going through one now. And it's always great to be sort of the pioneer of an industry. So what I'm trying to do is to become the public relation, what Marcus Samuelsson did for the restaurant business in Harlem, I want to do that for PR.
Yeah, but Harlem's had a couple of false starts, hasn't it, over the years?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think is going to make it happen this time? It's obviously close to Columbia, which gives it a lot of stimulus, but what are the things that you think is going to make it happen this time?
Well, one of the things that's happening is that Columbia is doing a $7 billion expansion. I mean, just a few blocks from where we are sitting at this moment. And that expansion process is probably going to go for the next 30 years. It's starting now and it's going to go for the next 30 years. So I think a lot of development is going to happen around that. It's almost like Harlem is like the last, frontier for development in the city of Manhattan. It's a small island, and so developers are, sort of waking up and smelling the coffee. Everybody's coming uptown now. There's a movement towards that, and so it's a great and exciting time.
Yeah, it's good to be in on it first. I mean,
Always
as the pioneer, what would you say are the advantages of being up here? Obviously, it's cheaper, I guess.
The rents are cheaper. I mean, one of the reasons why we decided to move was, looking 5-10 years ahead. We were looking at prices in Midtown and even downtown, and it just made financial sense to come uptown. A lot of times you're getting leases for a year or 2 years. Here we have a 5-year lease, and so it just financially it just made sense to come uptown. And it's always good to sort of be the pioneer. We want to sort of be the public relations firm in Harlem, and then by extension, one of the go-to firms in the city.
So tell me a little bit about the type of clients you're working with at the moment.
We're working with clients such as Entergy, which owns Indian Point in Buchanan, New York. We're dealing with a lot of the controversy about shutting down the nuclear power plant. We're working with clients like the Russian American Foundation. We're working with clients such as Janus Properties, a lot of real estate clients, because like I said before, most of them are realizing that Harlem is the next big frontier.
And you talked about wanting to emulate Marcus Samuelsson.
Mm-hmm.
How do you intend to do that over the next 12 to 18 months?
The fact that we are the only public relations agency, boutique agency in Harlem is almost like a news story in of itself. So, sort of capitalizing on that and going to, companies that are in the area that don't have public relations and saying to them, we're a local sort of born and bred agency, and using that as a catalyst to build out.
Yeah, and finally, you've come, like many people, came over from the journalism side to be into public relations. You were at the FT.
Yes.
And various other places. How do you see what's the biggest difference in coming from journalism to be in PR, and how much do you miss journalism, if at all?
You always miss journalism, because I think once you're a journalist, it's sort of in your blood. There's a part of me that feels like I will go back at some point in my life, but quite frankly, I love being the captain of my own ship. Journalism, as you know, has been changing for the last 10 years. The amount of, in terms of outlets that you have is dwindling. So I didn't want to be one of those journalists that, was caught up in that and always wondering what my next job is going to be. This way I can sort of manipulate my own fate. And that's a good place to be in.
Well, we wish you luck, and we will certainly follow the progress, and we'll see if other firms follow you up to West Harlem, which certainly seem to be some exciting prospects.
I don't want them to follow me too much. I want to be a pioneer for a little while.
The best kept secret.
Exactly.
All right, well, good luck with that, Donnette.
Thank you,
and
Steve.
thanks for joining us today.